Alright everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome to Deck of Ashes, or welcome back if you caught my one-off, sometime last year. It's been a little while. But before we begin, thank you to AY Games for sponsoring this stream slash, mini-series. We'll see how it goes. I remember enjoying this game, but knowing... I have a problem with early access games, right? I'm trying to play less of them because I hate coming back when it's 1.0 and I've already, burnt out hard. So I just wanted to take a quick look and then go from there. Let's see. So I've completed the tutorial. I don't remember any of it. I'm curious what Badlands are. But a couple of quick things to say before we get going. So this is the full version of the game. So it's all done. Has new story content, some new characters, and new cards to play around with. And obviously new story to follow. And the other thing is that they're actually running a design a mid-boss contest on their Discord. Where the top 3 winning designs will be added later. So if you guys are actually artistically inclined and you want to get involved, you could potentially make a mid-boss that gets added to the game. Anyway, I'm going to do a new game.
Wanna play with my fire?
So I tried Lucia, and she was interesting. She would hurt herself to use her cards.
You'll be the only one who can see.
Fuck off. Okay.
Have you gone out of your mind?
I like Magnus the Ugly Jester. Magnus was a jester at the King's Court, where he was laughed at every day. However, he was the first who found out about the Ash Box. He was the weakest of the outcasts, but he was also the most conniving, and now values the power given to him by the Ash Curse most greatly. Magnus is driven by ambition, hunger for power, and desire to get to Lady Death, since not all of the power of hers had been sealed within the box. Let's, just dive in right here. Learn about the cards and enemies without the risk of dying. Cost of using an Ash Pact is reduced to 10 health points. Health's increased. If killed in battle, you can always resurrect at the shop. I'm gonna be lazy. Let's go Wanderer, mainly because it's in the name. Standard mode or draft mode. Start a new game with a self-constructed starter deck. You need to open 10 chests to construct your starter deck. You may choose one of the 3 cards to add it to your battle deck. After you've completed your deck, you can start the campaign. You know, this is going to be a mistake, but I'm going to go for draft mode because that is something I've wanted in so many of these deck builder roguelikes, and I'm kind of shocked that this is the only one that has really done it before. Okay, so Curse of Pain, 6 damage, apply 2 curses to an opponent. Curse, passive effect that reduces the opponent's strength and speed by 1, crit and dodge chance by 5%. Effect lasts until the end of battle. Curses can be dispelled by causing damage. Phantom. Doppelganger and the player's ally. Most monster attacks have no effect on it. It can perform various actions and attacks against monsters at the cost of losing 25 health points each turn. You cannot summon a new Phantom while another is alive. Or draw 3 cards, discard a card from your hand. I'm gonna go for the Doppelganger. That sounds interesting. 7 damage to an opponent. Activate every poison effect on them. Yeah, I like that. There's also Sustainment of Lies. 25 health points to the Phantom. So I could actually use that to keep it going longer. Or choose an effect. Spend a mana point. Gain 3. Deal 3 damage. Cost? I'm confused. 2. Spend the rest of your mana points. Deal 3 damage for each mana point spent. I'm gonna go for Activate Poison. I like the idea of poison. Store 1 health point for every card in your battle deck. That's not a bad idea. Looking for more poison here. Ooh. Choose an effect, destroy 1 random ailment, restore 10 health points, gain a shield. Where is poison? This will grab Curse of Pain. Obedience to an opponent for 1 turn. Monster will inflict a strike on an ally. Wait. That's pretty good. I like the idea of heart subjugation. Okay, here we go. Choose an effect, 6 damage, or apply burn and poison on the selected opponent. Choose an opponent. If they're attacked by a monster, they'll do 10 to 20 damage to a random monster depending on the opponent's rank. I'll grab Curse of Pain. Alright, so this is a bit of a messy deck. I was hoping we can get some more
I can't remember
poison.
the day when they made a mockery of me. I was humiliated and beaten for the sake of the people's amusement. The perfect jester, a hunchback freak and monster whom everyone could mock at for their own enjoyment. No one guessed, however, what gift I uncovered within myself. Gradually, day by day, I began to understand that I could put any idea into the heads of those toffs. While they were throwing leftovers at me, I made them dream about cutting each other to pieces. While they were beating me with their rods and kicking me, I made them confide in a jester and complain at each other. Oh, if only I could know what they were thinking about. I would have made every one of them eat their own teeth. Who pays attention to a jester? To an idiot stupidly dancing for public? No one! But I, oh yes, I heard everything. And I knew everything. I memorized it and dreamed every night. I dreamed of revenge. This world must get what it deserves. My dancing always used to amuse King Octavius, and I was in the loop about every single one of his dark deeds. About everyone who choked on blood and poison by his order. And then, oh yes, I figured out the way into his treasury. And I found out the secrets of all the great artifacts he had collected. But the most important discovery I made was the ash box. Day by day, delving into ancient manuscripts, I studied its power and how to attain it. When I found out there was little left to do, my revenge was near, and I imagined all those lowlifes choking on blood. The mysterious artifact concealing a great power within, capable of turning the world upside down. What did I need? Just a few scoundrels who were sufficiently delusioned with life and totally lacked any instinct of self-preservation. The world I will change is so full of rumors. I had no difficulty in finding the crooks I sought. Outcasts, greedy fools who killed for fun and stole for pleasure. First of all, I blinded their sense of reasoning with lust for the royal treasury. And then I made each of them long for only one thing: to find the box, which would make all their dreams come true! Make them rich and great! What naive fools they were! They led me to the box, and its power, its wild power, made the task even easier. Now they believed that they hungered for it for themselves. I put the idea into their heads that they were getting in each other's way, vying with one another. I let them get into a fight while I... Oh yes, while I took the box and smashed it up, broke it into pieces, releasing this incredible power. I felt it washing over me, changing me, and filling every cell in my body. My plan was perfect, as they tried to rip each other to shreds. The power I obtained from the box, there was now a power flowing through me, with which I could finally have my revenge on everyone who had spat on me and thought that they could do it without being punished. But I could not imagine that this power might be even greater. The Ashmaster sought me out and told me that there was far, far more. The box contained a mere fraction of this power, only a small part of it. But if I kill Lady Death, or rather, the wretched part of her that remains, then I will obtain all of it! I just need to get to her! I just need to get to them!
Man, the voice actor they picked for this guy is great.
We took a short path. The human realms, once the lands of prosperity, descended into madness and anarchy. But it is too late to turn around now. We set up a camp and plan our next steps. The curse and famine did not spare human minds. The possessed, cannibals, and bandits. We are in a great company. King Octavius proclaimed himself a god, and his subjects now are but fanatics and cutthroats. When we crossed the river, I saw his sentries. The Mad King knows that we've paid him a visit, and he does not like uninvited guests. We should expect his retinue of maniacs to strike within a couple of days. Let us use this time and prepare for the fight.
Okay. So, Ashmaster, Ash Rites, renew cards. Herbalist, increase your stats, cure ailments. Restores health, cure ailments, stat items. So we need a lot of gold. Increase crit chance, max health, dodge chance, speed, strength. We also have purchasing stat increasing items. I don't remember if this is a meta progression per character or just within the run. Let's see, we can also do card upgrades, traits that we can equip. For every opponent in battle that has a speed equal to 5, you gain +1 max mana for the next round. Whenever you change your form. Apply stun to a random opponent. Phantom has 150 health points and his base attack will do 25 damage. And end of each round, apply 2 curses to a random cursed opponent. Ooh, curse stacking. Something to mess with. But I am far too poor to be able to do anything like that. Recipe inventory, we have a couple of these. That's my deck. And that's the Deck of Ashes, which, from what I remember, it's been a little while, you have to sacrifice health to get them back normally, or you can come back and spend money on it. Ooh. Okay. So, Unrefined Cemetery, you may find 1 to 2 things. Well, let's take a look around. We kind of want to clear the map. I assume when this fills out, we get a boss. I don't have a key. So we have a portal. I want to say the portals connect to each other, or do they just warp you back? Okay. Trying to decide my exact path here. Let's go this way. Your travel stone plays up on occasion. Examine it. You remember that the blacksmith warned you of how unreliable it was. You've ended up in a different place. I'm over here now. Cool. It's mine for resources. Type dungeon not cleared. I'm pretty sure I have 0 keys. To the dungeon! This is going to go poorly, but here we are. Am I taking damage just for exploring? Trap. You return 1 card less for battles. Ooh. I also have Cold. Charge. Your next turn, your mana points will be reduced by 1. Okay, so the more cards I play, the less I can do. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. I do not have enough keys to get into that one. Okay, I'm cold. We are one hell of an ugly gesture. So, let's start by playing the Pauldron. Destroy random ailment. Get rid of that. Next up, I haven't taken too much damage. I don't have a whole lot of... I've got 4 energy, yeah? Cool. Do Heart of Subjugation on him. I'm gonna hex him. So admittedly, that makes it so he does less damage to me, but that's fine. Return up to 2 cards to the bottom of the battle deck. I'll just cycle those. Not like I have a whole lot of cards to begin with. Well, he didn't attack me. Some of the doppelganger, who's just going to exist. Looks like he's just going to hit him. We've already done Heart of Subjugation, so I'm just going to hit him with a poison. Let's see, return 2. Remove these 2. Well, overall, this actually worked out pretty well. So, Strain. Deal 10 damage to yourself and play this card. Renew. Move a card from the deck of ashes back to your battle deck. So this will renew 5. It'll cost me a little bit of health, but that's hardly an issue. Because I have Champion's Pauldron to just restore 10 health. I'll just cycle those out. I'll just wait. Okay, so he poisoned me.
I'll be your new god.
Did he not? Alright. I was really hoping he would actually just give the guy. But I guess here's... I'm going to start with the Champion Pauldron, heal up again. I don't have too much else, so I guess I'll just kill him with the... Oh. Wait, what? Oh. What the heck just happened to me? Why am I am... Okay, can't do that. Can we do that? Alright. But why can't I do this? Oh, he's stealthed. That's what's going on. And we don't need to return anything. Status effects should kill him, or the Phantom should kill him? There we go. That's the thing. So I turned into a weird horror. Let's see, renew cards. Okay, I got 5 rest points. I only have a couple. I'll renew both of those. I can also craft cards. Dispel all curses from the selected opponent. Deal 7 damage for each curse. We don't really need the Potion of Sloth. I don't really care about Sustainment of Lies, and Activate Curse seems okay. What is this one? I guess we'll just heal up. So that actually worked out. This is working out fairly well. Let's see. I think you just got a key. Very real possibility I just got a key. Okay, so I got 2 dudes. Let's start with Heart of Subjugation. Who does the most amount of damage? I guess we can check that. 3 damage. Next turn, mana cost of cards increased by 1, or... Okay. Gonna have him do that. I've still got 2 left. Can't get my buddy out. So let's do Tome of Wrath. And hit him for a bunch of damage. I am horrifying looking. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, so this is a little bit... This is a lot better than it was a year ago. Like, I'm super digging this. Let's see. So I got 5 mana. Let's summon the Doppelganger. Kill that guy. And then I'm going to curse the Restless one. Let's see, and I don't want to get rid of either of those, because I'm actually going to use them for healing. We do have a Strain. Yeah, now's a good time for a Strain. Give me some cards back. Heal up. Heal up. Heal up. I don't have anything else I can do, so I'm just going to wait. We dodged. Andy. Okay, no key that time. We got some other things. Let's see. Just gonna work on that. So how many keys do I have? I have 1. We have a trap. Crafting cards requires more ash for the next 10 hours. Hey, recipe. Gain shield. Apply 2 curses on an opponent. A dig? Would have really liked that extra key. Alternatively, there's another fight. Okay.
May I be fishing a compliment from fish?
So we got some options here. Fish Egg. So it's going to evolve in 3 turns. I don't really have much for AoEs here, which is a bit tragic, but that's okay. So let's do Heart of Subjugation on the fish folk. And then just try and kill the fish egg. Because that hatching would be inconvenient. I like all these cards. I am just not taking damage here. Summon our Phantom. Okay. That should be good. Fish folk is cursed. Move the pauldrons for a second. Not that I really have much left for me to draw. My deck is small. Alright. Ashbacks. Yeah, this is so much easier with an actual heal. When I was playing the Flame Lady the first time I played this, I was effectively always running at a pretty hefty health deficit, and it sucked. I could definitely still use like 1 or 2 cards to sit in my deck.
Hail me.
Okay, don't have too much. Let's just hit him. Okay. So let's renew both of the pauldrons. Tome of Wrath. Heal back up. Renew that one, and rest the rest of the way. Okay, do I have 2 keys? No, I do not. But we have more. We have an altar. Dodge chance has been increased for X amount of hours. Dungeon Lord. Well, let's keep exploring. An acidizer. Okay. Well, I don't have too much here. Let's do... I'll just hit him for that. It doesn't help too much. Let's move that to the bottom. It's himself. I love it. Okay, so I can give 5 back. Let's... stack some debuffs. Strain to get him back. We're in a pretty safe spot here. Pop both of the pauldrons. Oh, that's only healing me for 5. Wonder why. Alright. Probably should have actually gotten my Phantom down, but I'll live. Actually, we don't want to return that in the slightest. Okay, do I get the Phantom out? I could get the Phantom out. Let's not, for the time being. Because I can hit him with another Heart of Subjugation. And activate Poison. No reason to return any of these. And it just kills itself. Hey! And we get 2 keys for that. Yes! Alright, renew both of those. I'm not terribly injured, so let's actually probably focus most of our resources on renewing cards. In fact, yeah, I'm not hurt in the slightest. Oh, get a recipe. Apply regen on yourself. At the end of a character's turn, regeneration restores 4 health on them. Lasts for 5 turns. That's kind of amazing. We also have a poison potion. Yeah, might as well take that. Got another altar. Crafting requires less ash for the next 10 hours. Gonna have to wait, though. Alright. Hello, enemies. Ooh. These things are spooky looking. So we got the skeleton. Undead army. Death summons a lower skeleton with 5 health. When any character restores health points, skeleton increases its strength by 1. Okay, and that'll give me malaria. That's not... Is the skeleton immune to poison? No, it is not. This is confusing to me. Alright, I'm gonna do Heart of Subjugation on him, and then just kill the skeleton. The sooner we can get that out of the way, the better, because I do not want to heal myself in my current state. Okay. So okay, applies 4 poison effects on an opponent. Each deals 2 damage. If we're lucky, he's not going to burn to death. Well, we'll do Heart of Subjugation on him. hit him. And then, honestly, since I've Heart of Subjugation to him, I'm just going to increase his strength by 1. Because he doesn't actually attack me, I think. Alright. So let's activate poison on him.
We could have been friends.
Pop the pauldron. Heal. Summon the doppelganger. Hit self. Okay, so Lesser Skeleton is gonna hit me, but that's fine. I've barely taken any damage. Dang it.
Your new god.
What have I turned into now? Fear form. In this form, Archetype Obedience cards cost 1 mana point less to play. Draw 1 card less at the beginning of each round. At the end of every 3 rounds, you transform into the Jester form. Huh. Good to know. Okay. Well, that's cheaper. Let's get rid of a random ailment. And let's make Skelebuddy just a little bit stronger. I guess I probably should have actually removed the Summon of the Phantom. Well, that didn't work. Let me get another... Well, it's okay. So, get rid of the ailment. Strain, and then just kill it. Do I get another malaria card? I don't think so. We get another key. Alright. Let's see. Any of these are good? I'm going to renew that one. Restore 10% of my HP. Oh, actually, no, we're pretty good. It only costs 2 for me to restore my HP back up to full. One question is, do I want to craft a card? I'm going to give myself regen. Because that's indisputably better. Whoa! That is a cool-looking bone golem. I like the art style for this game. It is... I'm going to say unique. I'm going to stick with unique. Okay. I got 5, right? Yeah. Set him on fire. Then Heart of Subjugation. And let's move the Heart of Subjugation back, though my deck is pretty empty, so there's not much I can do here. Get the Phantom. I'm not too wounded. So I think I'm gonna wait. These are fine. Okay. Heal up. Yeah, these only heal me for 5 for some reason. Curious the logic on that one. Oh, kill him with the Curse of Pain. Now he splits into lesser skeletons. That does make him a little stronger. That's okay. Hopefully the Phantom just wrecks one of them.
All hail the new
Nope.
king.
I'm not sure what he did. Well, that's fine. I am on fire. Let's see. We have a Heart of Subjugation. We've got a couple of things. Start with the Tome of Wrath. Kill that guy. Restore health to self. Then I guess I'll just heal up. Let's just have the skeleton hurt itself? If we're lucky, it'll just kill itself. Or my Phantom will do it. Hey! I guess I'll just do that. Get as many cards back as we possibly can. Alright, so what do we got in this chest? 20 coins! Ah, here we go. Restore 8 HP. Destroy a random ailment. A character with an ice shield takes 50% of the damage from the next strike. The attacker will also have their speed reduced by 1. Or, Fanatical Obedience. Apply Obedience on an opponent for a turn. The monster will use a strike on an ally or itself, dealing even more damage. Sure. We also get an ash pouch. Okay. So we have the Dire Horn. Alright. Toro ignores one Dire Horn attack. After playing this card, it increases its mana cost by 1. Honestly, that's not so bad. Set it on fire. Hit it with the Heart of Subjugation. And then regen self. And we don't need to Toro because it's going to hit itself in the face. Let's move those two to the back, though I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going to redraw them. Thank you for hurting yourself. Continue doing that, please. Alright. Let's immediately go for Ashback. We can't get him back. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why those only heal for 5 as opposed to 10. False advertising, if you ask me. Well, it's okay. Barely take any damage. The Phantom is kicking sufficient ass. Even more regen. Do I hit him with a curse? No. Hit him with Heart of Subjugation. If I can make him hit himself every other round, that puts me in a good spot. And these are fine. Healed for 10 when your form changes is what you noticed. Interesting.
Will you kneel, or should I cut your heel?
Wrath form. Whoops. Mouse is slipping. In this form, Archetype Phantom cards cost 1 point mana less to play. You lose 10 health points every time a Phantom dies. At the end of every 3 rounds, you transform. Okay. So this one's not great for what I'm doing, but that's okay. Let's strain. Let's use the health amulet. And give him a bit of a cursey curse. Probably should have actually popped Toro, but this guy barely does any damage to me. So that's not really that big of a deal. Alright, let's see. Restore health. Let's go back up to full. Ooh. Dungeon chest. Get a lot of money. Alright. Stable Illusion. Increase the Phantom's strength by 2. The Phantom loses 3 health points less each turn, but no less than 15. Apply Obedience on all opponents for 1 turn. Increase their crit chance for 2 turns. They each use a strike on an ally or themselves. Dispel curses from all characters. Deal 8 damage for each curse. Or, choose a card from your hand. Draw all copies of this card. Interesting. I could see Wide Holster being amazing sometimes. I'm mixed on these. Effectively, we really do need to choose between if I want to be Obedience, Curse, or I'm going Obedience. We also get a Potion of Life. I'll take it. Oh, wow, that worked out really well for me. Let's see, we get an Ash Storm. Ash Storm has created anomalies. Quickly draw from their power before they disappear. Ooh. Okay, grant the Phantom a skill. Phantom deals 40 damage to a random enemy and an additional 5 for every opponent level. Maybe. Apply poison on an opponent. Apply 1 additional poison effect for every opponent level. I'm gonna go for Fierce Venom. And we also get Aspen Stake. Start of your next turn, the undead cannot use death. Hey, here's a question. If I move here... Yeah, so these are gonna go away whether or not I want to fight them.
Be more serious.
Yeah, I would have liked those things, but no dice. Hi. Okay, things are happening. At least we're on the most basic enemies here. Set the wolf on fire. Curse of Pain that guy. Healing Balm self. Then activate poison on the wolf. We do not have mind control, but maybe we'll get it on the next round. let's cycle out both of these because I'm not hurt. A stable illusion will allow the Phantom to survive for another turn. Truth. I'm just not necessarily sure how much I care yet. Okay. These are probably both fine, at least for now. Yes, keep fighting each other. Alright. Heart subjugation on him. Try and guarantee the wolf dies. So return everything. No, I'm pretty fine with this, especially because I'm going to draw it next round.
All hail the new king. Hail
Alright.
me.
So I have heart subjugation. Unfortunately, not the best timing here. Pop that. Curse of Pain him. And I can't do another obedience. Probably should have actually just got the doppelganger. Oh well. Let's see. Just pop that. And then I think I'm just going to wait. Because it'll kill itself. Just barely kills itself, but that's fine. Let's see. Restore HP. And then renew every card. That's enough. Alright, we're good. Gather resources. So I'm just going to slowly zigzag my way up.
There's something fishy about it. Hmm? Maybe fish?
Okay, hit him with that. Heart subjugation. Probably should get the Phantom out. I'm usually kind of lazy about getting the Phantom out instead of the subjugation, but I feel like no matter what, the subjugation is just slightly better. Could be wrong on that one. Let's see. Oh, that's not that helpful. Hit him for a little bit further. These are fine. I don't know. Phantom's pretty good. Go back up to full. Hit him. Hopefully he burns. Yep, there it goes. Hey! Alright, we get plenty of keys. Pop that. I don't think it actually helps anybody. Can I craft a card? Oh! That's why. I was wondering why we hadn't gotten any of these yet, and the answer is because I need to remember to craft them. Well, for next time, do we go for this? Nah. Okay, so yeah, recipe, Ash. Well, obedience is applied on an opponent. Their strength is increased by 2. Ash. Well, this remains in the deck of Ashes. You gain a bonus effect. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Grab the resources, head for battle. So I have to actually spend some time grabbing these, otherwise it's not worth it. Okay. Get him with the subjugation, get him with the curse, get myself with regen. I'll get rid of that one. Set him on fire. Probably just activate poison several times. And let's gain a shield. I forget sometimes I can actually use that to gain a shield. I wonder if I can gain 2 shields. I can! Hey! What you gonna do to me, nerd? Oh right, you're gonna hurt yourself. That certainly didn't work out for you. Strain. Yep. Well, I guess I'll just summon the doppelganger. And I've still got shield, so I can't... I'm all good. Man, this is kind of easy. I like this. Alright, so let's craft a card. Let's grab Concentrated Chaos? Maybe? Because Empower Slaves is not that amazing. Fanatical Obedience is pretty good. I'm gonna grab Concentrated Chaos. Baseline, no matter what, that should work in my favor. Okay. Looks like he was not happy with that situation. Oh. He's looking for me. Choose a recipe. Another Tome of Wrath? I appreciate Tome of Wrath. Alright. I think this is a pretty good stopping point, at least for now. I realize this is a sponsored stream and I usually just kind of leave those off as one-off things, but I actually really enjoyed this. So I ended up completing the run with Magnus. It took about an extra hour and a half. No big deal. Anyway, this game's fun. It's a lot better than where it was a year ago. The extra content, the just kind of smoothness of it, and honestly, truly, Magnus himself really made this episode so much more fun for me. Having the sarcastic, evil protagonist, I guess they're a protagonist. You don't have to be a hero to be a protagonist. Having him as kind of my reintroduction into this game really helped a lot, because he is interesting, and I want to see where his story goes. And I want to see where this build goes, because he's pretty fun. Between mind-controlling enemies to wail on each other, which also stuns them, and also using some status effects, we get a little bit further into poison, especially later on. Like, it's fun, and it makes me want to come back and try some of the other characters later. Especially if this does well, because, like, this ain't bad. And unlike most roguelikes, this one actually kind of has a very set ending, I guess. You play as each of the different 4 characters with their own self-contained stories. And then there's an epilogue chapter after the fact, once you've beaten it with everybody. And there's also a Badlands thing, which I have no idea what that is. So there's some stuff for me to check out if I so chose. There is also meta progression to some degree. It's mostly just unlocking new things, but you can also get a modifier that boosts a future run, but you have to save up a lot of resources for that. So I might honestly just get a bunch before I play this again, between runs, and unlock everything ahead of time so we can kind of have a romp through the rest of the game. We'll see. But for now, I guess a quick reminder from things at the beginning of the video. Thank you so much to AY Games for sponsoring this video, because I might not have actually come back to it, and you know what? I probably should have. But hey, it's a good opportunity. So thank you so much to them, and I guess thank you to Screenwave for kind of handling the middleman business. And I guess the other thing to specifically mention is, once again, that mid-boss design contest. So if you guys are artistically inclined, or if you just want to pitch in anyway, who cares? You can design a mid-boss, submit it to their Discord, and in a future update sooner than later, I think, the top 3 winners will actually have their submitted mid-bosses converted into the game's art style, and then integrated into the game, which I think is kind of cool. I don't see that happen too often. I think the only other game I know of that does that is Monster Sanctuary, and I always find that kind of charming. But I guess with that, last detail, Deck of Ashes is out 1.0, officially done-ish. Well, okay, not done, they've got an update, but still, so it's fully out, and is $20 on Steam, which, for what I've seen here, not a bad price. If you're a big fan of Monster Train, Slay the Spire, so on and so forth, this is right up in there. And from my perspective, I've overplayed those to death, so having this was a bit of a breath of fresh air for me. So, I guess without further ado, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.